Good evening, everyone. So we're going to do two videos today. That is, one is on Bank Nifty and one is on Nifty. Let's see what Bank Nifty has to do tomorrow on Monday. You can see this is a daily time frame. This is what the great fall is in 2020. And since then, this particular trend line started acting as a resistance, until it was broke on November 6th. November 6th, this was broke on 2020. Since then, it started acting as support. You can see that here. Okay, now this fall that we had since 25th October, you can see that this particular area is acting as, resistance. Now, this is not only a trend line, but also 200 EMA. You can plot a 200 EMA here, and then you can see clearly that 200 EMA is started acting as support at this point. Now that has been tested twice. Now, the trend line is broken. The trend line is broken. This could be just a shakeout. You can expect this to be just a shakeout, but the 200 EM is not broke. So tomorrow, what I'm expecting is either a huge gap down, a huge gap down, or a flat opening and price moving upside. If you see a huge gap down and price pushing above 200 EMA, then you need to wait until the trend line is broken, this particular trend line. So we are sure that this is the area that we need to keep an eye on from here to this particular area. Sorry. So this is the area that you need to keep an eye on, this particular area. So that is 35, 356 and yesterday's close. That is Friday's close. Now you need to keep an keep an eye on this area at the same time. Now let's see what a 1 hour time frame will, show us. Now you can see that this particular area that we have drawn started acting as a little bit of support. We can see a small bullish bar here. This could either be a retest of this trend line and then fall, or it's going to cross the trend line and the price might move up to this level, this particular level. So now what might happen is the question. So we will see what are the possibilities here. The price opening flat and might take resistance at this point, and the price might act like this the whole day. Okay, this is one possibility. The price opening flat, the price opened flat somewhere above or close to the yesterday's close. Now it might go like this and start coming. Once this particular area is broken, okay, this particular area is broken, wait until there is a little bit of retrace somewhere around this level, and then the price will start falling down. This is one possibility. You can go for a put once this as a low is broken. Yesterday's low is broken. Once yesterday's low is broken, you can go for a put here. And now there's another scenario here. The price might gap up somewhere around. Let's take somewhere around this area. The price might gap up at somewhere around this area. So this is when you need to be very cautious, because sometimes price will just, price will give a gap up and right away it starts pushing up. It starts pushing up. So if it does, this is the area where it might halt a little bit. This is the area. Keep this in mind. And then it might come down and might, form like this kind of thing. And then from here, it might push up. So this is one scenario for bullish sideways area. Now, what is another scenario? Gap up somewhere around below the trend line, gap up below the trend line, cross the trend line and retest the trend line and then push up. This is one scenario. So now what do we do at this point? This is the area. Once, if you see, let me draw the perfect level for you. If you see price opening somewhere around this area and crossing this line, Okay, wait until this trend line is tested again, and then you can go for a long position. That is one scenario. Okay, and if at all you see price opening somewhere between this area, I'll ask you guys to wait. Don't trade anything. Be cautious. The price might consolidate between this area. Okay, the price consolidation could happen somewhere between this point to this point. There is a possibility. It's not that it will happen. We need to be prepared for every possible way. So now what did we see? A gap up, a flat opening. Now what happens if you see a gap down opening? If you see a gap down opening below this level and price moving downwards, right away enter into put and then keep traveling. Your target is very long. Your target will be somewhere around 300 to 400 points down. So be prepared, and trade cautiously. This is what your initial target will be. Okay, 34,840. If you see a gap down and the price moving down, the first 15 minutes part closing below the, below this support line, then you can go down. Or else let the trend line break or this area break, then only go upside. This is simple, very simple analysis. Very simple analysis. All you need to do is keep an eye on these areas. This is one area that you need to keep an eye on. Keep this in mind. And this is the next area. And this is the late area. This is the later area. These are the levels that you need to keep in mind, guys. This is 36,861. The next one is 36,373. And the next one is 35,984. And this one is yesterday's low. So that's it for Bank Nifty, guys. I'll see you guys in Nifty. We'll discuss what Nifty will do.